Hello. On behalf of the entire Synergy Hospitality family, it's my pleasure to welcome you. I hope this is the start of a long and enjoyable relationship. At Synergy, we're often told that there's a special energy people feel when they walk through the doors of one of our hotels. This energy is the result of our culture and the product of a team of individuals who share pride, enthusiasm, and passion for working together to deliver consistently great guest experiences. Our culture is the result of our core values, and you're about to hear more about how our core values impact daily life at our hotels for our team members. We hope that your experience with us will allow you to have fun, get fresh, make a difference, and perhaps even be world famous. So thanks for joining our team. I look forward to working with you to deliver great experiences to our hotel guests.
One of the things that's different about working at Synergy compared to other positions is being allowed to be creative. We're encouraged to be that, think outside of the box. Other companies that I've worked for in the past have somewhat discouraged that.
You know, we all kind of work with each other. There's not that sense of, you know, after me, there's kind of a void. No, after me, there's even more support. So as a general manager, the message that I'm giving to my people, I can back up because Synergy backs me up.
The president of the company or the vice president of the company, they know everybody. You're not just a number there. You have an opinion and it matters.
Do I have fun while I'm at work?
You know, I'm told a lot here that they can never believe what comes out of my mouth because I'm always joking around with every situation. But that just makes it fun, being able to be yourself.
I have tons of fun while I'm at work. It's important to have fun at work, especially since there's so much stress and change, you know, going on through the day. And a lot of times, you know, we take a couple minutes and do something kind of crazy and quirky to bring some laughter to the day so that you remember to, you know, not take yourself so seriously. And we spend a lot of time with each other, so it's important to be able to laugh with each other, and it makes you enjoy what you're doing.
I definitely have fun at work, and every day is a different challenge, but it's always a fun challenge, and that's why I look forward to coming to work every day.
I have tons of fun. I enjoy going to work every day. A lot of people have jobs where they don't look forward to going to work, but I can honestly say I never wake up and dread going to work.
Yes, I like to have fun at work. And the way in which we have fun here is, you know, we have a very close-knit group. So there's a lot of joking, there's pranks, there's stuff that all happens behind the office. And the only way you can get that is if you do have, if you share the same values and you do work together as a team and you respect each other. So for us here, it's not, there's no effort to have fun. It just comes naturally to us. So we're very lucky in that regard.
The Synergy core values make my job more fulfilling on a daily basis because it's kind of just a game plan as to what to focus on every day.
It gives you the opportunity to be you, have fun at work, live authentically, make a difference.
They're values that you can follow in work and in your home life.
The core values make my job more fulfilling because I so closely identify with them. It's been so rare to find someplace that embraces those and makes it not only fulfilling and fun, but it lends a little bit of excitement and it's just pure joy.
My favorite core value is pep. You have to have passion on any job you have, wherever you work, in order to do your job.
My favorite core value is own it, because I like to take on a challenge, and I like for the person to say, wow, she did it. She really owned it.
My favorite is live authentically. And it's, you know, be you, be yourself. If you're authentic, then you can't go wrong, you know, and everybody knows who you are and what you're about.
My favorite one is actually make a difference. I feel like that's what we're here to do. Make it a difference, you know, not just for your guests, but for your employees and for everyone you work with.
My favorite core value is Get Fresh. Get Fresh stands for fanatical about service, resourceful, educated, synergistic, and have fun.
Play as a team, because that's what we do. The feeling that you get when you've gone through a difficult situation that you know you couldn't have done alone, but it's because the team is there for you, and it's just a natural way of being.
My favorite core value is own it. And I just think it's important to not only help when you're needed, but to also take responsibility for things that you do. Even if it's a mistake, you need to own it and learn from it instead of, trying to hide it or something.
My favorite core value is be world famous, because at the end of the day, that's what we have to do to be a successful business here.
My favorite core value is make a difference. It makes me happy.
I live authentically each and every day. I come to work as myself. And I know that when I leave, I have done the best job I can do.
I live authentically because everything I do is me.
An example of how I live authentically. I think you just have to take one look at me and realize that I pretty much live authentically. I've been given the freedom to be myself and to come in and with all of the idiosyncrasies and all of the just sort of off the wall behavior sometimes. It's a little bit out of the box, but I feel comfortable in being able to do that.
When you're living authentically and you're acting like you do in work as you do outside of work, it shows to the guests. The guests know that you're real and you're not coming in and putting on a fake attitude or anything like that. And same thing with your employees. They know you're being real with them as well.
A few weeks ago, I was a human horse at Monmouth Park Racetrack, where I got into a horse suit and ran or attempted to run 60 yards in 95-degree heat, all to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. So it was kind of being authentic and making a difference at the same time.
I'm just me every day. I don't know how to be anybody else, and I found throughout my career, growing up and gaining more experience, that the only way you can be successful is to just be you. You are who you are. If people don't like it, whatever.
The person that I feel that is world famous in Synergy is Elaine.
Elaine LaRosa.
Elaine LaRosa.
Elaine. Every time I travel with her, there is someone who walks up and says, "Hello, Elaine, how are you?" And they invariably will tell me a story of how Elaine has impacted their life or some favor that she's done for them.
Okay. But it's the truth.
Elaine is the type of person that she just doesn't quit.
An example of somebody that's world famous would be Tim Sahine. He has made a huge difference in working with the kids with Pathway.
Another Synergy team member who's world famous that I can think of off the top of my head would definitely be Diane Kappenstein, our front office manager.
Is Tanya Muncy. She leads by example enthusiastically.
Our shuttle driver, Ron, he had a guest come in, and we get a lot of travelers from overseas, and they happen to be from India. And they were like, "Oh my God, Ron, we've heard so much about you." I thought that was a perfect example of world famous.
Probably my favorite Synergy memory was my first day when I was sitting in my office with Tanya and we're going through like new hire, stuff like that. And then she says, "Oh, by the way, your team has to put a video together." And they have it all planned out and they have a whole skit for you and everything. And I asked, "Well, who is this gonna be?" And she said, "Some football coach from the Eagles." And Tanya had no idea that I'm a diehard Giants fan. And that was probably one of the best things that I had to do, was to put on an Eagles shirt and then return it 5 minutes later.
My favorite memory comes from the heart. Last year, my father passed away, and I had to take a couple days off. And Tanya called me on the phone, and she said, "Hey, listen, take as much time as you need." And the way she said it, she says, "We'll be here when you come home." And I just thought, wow, that's really cool, and they really treat you like family. So that really meant a lot to me.
The Hotel Olympics, when my face was shoved in the pie, trying to eat, with people screaming at me to eat, and just laughing, having a good time. Laughing with pie in my mouth is not good. So not good.
My favorite memory of working for Synergy, I would say, would have to be our client event party. Everyone put in so much work. It was so crazy getting ready for it, but then seeing the final product and then even cleaning up after it was done and everyone being so tired, and it was just so much fun, and just to see all the hard work, pay off.
My favorite Synergy memory is participating in the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk with Team Synergy. to actually reach the end of the walk with my team was probably something that I'll carry for the rest of my life.
I was given an award of Director of Sales and Marketing of all the Holiday Inn Expresses all over the world. My most passionate memory was when my company flew 2 of my 4 children in from Florida. And of course, my whole family then was there. And that memory, the award was, of course, very, oh my God, I can't even tell you how I felt. But to see my children together, to really know what their mother did, puts that in my heart and in my throat. That's hard to explain. And that was the most fondest memory that I'll carry for the rest of my life.
Try to make that other person that you work with smile.
Be who you are. We hired you for who you are.
That's the first thing I always tell people is just be yourself, relax. We hired you for who you are. We made that decision. We like you. We bring you on board. You don't have to be anybody else but you.
Don't be afraid. Bring your originality. Bring your personality, because that's what we want.
Don't put on an act. Be yourself. If you do that, I mean, you're going to have fun here.
Come with an open mind to be able to learn new things.
Definitely my advice would be is to embrace the change. Working for Synergy is something that's definitely different than any other hotel company I've ever worked for. The support you get, the amount that you learn on a daily basis. Definitely just embrace it and learn from it.
You can go as far as you like in this company. It's what you put into it, I guarantee you get it back out.
Get fresh.
Live authentically.
Be world famous.
Do it right now.
Have pep.
Play as a team.
Own it.
Make a difference.